Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Leading off.
Stepping up now, Brian Reynolds. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Reynolds.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
2-0 now. The pitch. This is pulled into right. Suzuki is there to put it away for route number 1. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Into the box now, Ke'Bryan Hayes, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
1-0.
One out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
2-1.
Hendricks is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Fouled straight back. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Line to the right side. Suzuki is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Into the box now. Castro hitting .500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. First pitch coming, here it is. In there, now the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Conteras gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat.
No, that's low. Ball.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
1-2.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Happ gets his lead at first, nobody out. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2.
Count full.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in, Suzuki. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair. The 1-2.
couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate, nobody on, nobody out, got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. One and two now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 1-2. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Hosmer around first, on his way to second now. The throw is wild and it gets away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
To the plate now, Matt Merker, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
1-1.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his second wild pitch of the first inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. Will Crowe comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Standing in now, Zach McKinstry, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
At the plate now, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1-2.
A ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So striding in, Kyle Hendricks. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Here comes the 1-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
2 out here and a runner at second. And that's in there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
3-2 pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Here comes the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 1-2 pitch.
Nope, ball. 2-2.
This is pulled into right. Number 65 is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate, and this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Second inning coming up, and the lead is now 5-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
Now the 1-0. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Now the 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
In now, Cal Mitchell. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
1-1.
A bouncer to the left side. Swanson picks it up. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Carlos Santana is at the plate as he watches ball one.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Santana in front with a 2-0 count. Santana, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Bucks go down quietly. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Two 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson. Two 2-0 count. The pitch. Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. Standing in, Suzuki. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
All even now. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side. Stepping into the box, number 65. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
The catcher, number 17.
At the plate, Austin Hedges. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-1. On a line, that's a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
Will Crow is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 1-2. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. Howe has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with one out in the inning now.
Brian Reynolds.
Now at the plate, Brian Reynolds hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this one gets away. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Into the box now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bellinger's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he is safe at the plate as he beats the tag, and it's a 5-2 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter, known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
First pitch of the at-bat. Cruz has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Into the box, Matt Merker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 1-0 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Now the 2-0 home. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Into the bleachers and gone. And good for him. Matt Merker has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Stepping in now, Zach McKinstry.
Second baseman.
As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the third, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. First pitch on its way.
No, that's down. Ball.
Just missing here, 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 6-2. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Castro. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. He's got it one away.
Up next for the Pirates, the center fielder, Cal Mitchell.
Ready now, Cal Mitchell. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Mitchell, a California-born ball player. He's a second-year big leaguer. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder.
2-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. Just short, hit hard. Swanson brings it in, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
At the plate, Carlos Santana. Now he'll step off and rethink this. Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. First pitch coming. Here it is. Number 65 is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
1-0.
2 out with the man at first. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Austin Hedges. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hedges, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Bottom of the inning now, and the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat.
The pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side, but foul. Here now the 2-2.
Full count.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is chased out of the zone for strike 1. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
To the plate now, Dansby Swanson, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 0-1 delivery. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Stepping in, Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way Even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Reynolds. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Key Brian Hayes is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out.
Now batting with shortstop, O'Neill Cruz.
Striding in, O'Neill Cruz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drilled on the ground to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Number 55 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 55.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next it'll be the outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes the first pitch.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's in. Ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And the pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Oh, and 1, here it comes. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Matt Merker stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Hit on the ground out to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that dude said it, D-Roll. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. He's set. Here it comes.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 7 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Ian Happ, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Castro. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Line drive to left. And it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cal Mitchell.
Digging in, Cal Mitchell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
No, that's down. Ball.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. This is line to left. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just one out into the sixth inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Number 19 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. So now to the plate, Austin Hedges, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Connor Jones will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Go.
Slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And there's the first strike. 2-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. 1 run is scored. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So 1 run here on 4 hits here. No errors, and a couple of men left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Pirates 3. Arlene Garcia will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Arlene Garcia. Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop.
At the plate now, Dansby Swanson, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Here it comes. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Pitch on the way to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Cody Bellinger will stand in now as we take you back to the very first inning as he got him going early. A grand slam right out of the gates. Now the pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball one. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 out, nobody on. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2.
Got a full count.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
At the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, O'Neill Cruz.
Into the box now, O'Neill Cruz. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way.
No, that's out.
The 1-0 home is a sinker that misses for a ball. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here now the 2-2. Hit to third. He's right there. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
And the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
A ball and a strike to count to Hosmer. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Merker, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Matt Merker becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Nico Horner will get to call the pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this will be fouled away. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Reynolds is on the move for it, and it's gone as they add still another.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Up next to the Cubs, the catcher.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. In his career against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 2 out, nobody on. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
1-2.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Cubs 8 and the Pirates 3. Nico Horner will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Now playing second base, number 2, Nico Corner.
Digging in to try it again. Castro. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Brad Wick has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 38.
From the stretch to short. Swanson picks it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, the center fielder, Cal Mitchell.
Now at the plate, Cal Mitchell. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
1 ball, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
No, ball.
Wick, a native Texan. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Yohan Ramirez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Yohan Ramirez.
Christopher Morrow is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan. What does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Here comes the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
3-0.
Now here's the pitch. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Standing in now, Ian Happ. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. A 1-1. Misses, ball 2. One out, nobody on. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Swung on and missed 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still 2-2. Pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Brandon Hughes comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 47, Brandon Hughes.
Coming to the plate now, number 65. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Number 65.
He's set and the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Count is 1-2 now. Pops this one up. Merker has room in foul territory, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Fastball just inside.
2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Grounded to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 17.
Our coordinating producer Chris Gill tells me in my headset to tell you not to miss our post-game highlights. That'll come your way at the conclusion of matters here this afternoon, right here on the show. At the plate, Austin Hedges. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, ball.
The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Miguel and
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
8-3 is today's final. The Chicago Cubs came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Kyle Hendricks gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Conteras couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.